Good morning, everyone. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody who is in this room today. Thank you for coming out for the call. I want to say thank you for the unwavering support that all of you have had over the many, many years for our youth here in Memphis and Shelby County. So before we begin, I would like to invite not only those who are speaking, who are scheduled to speak, but I'd like to invite our entire community that's here to stand behind us. Come on up. So once again, thank you for being here as we take an important step forward for Memphis Shelby County Schools. I want to begin by recognizing my fellow board members who are here. Please raise your hands, they're here. Board Member Love, Board Member Sable-Ote, Board Member Williams, Board Member Murphy, and I think Vice Chair Coleman is here. There we are. I want to also recognize Mayor Lee Harris, Mr. Brian Harris, who is the Special Assistant to the Mayor and Director of Youth Services, who is here today on behalf of Mayor Young. I also want to recognize Chair Jana Swearingen Washington, Commissioner Lowry, Commissioners, I think we have some more commissioners in the room. Caswell, Commissioner Whaley. That's Councilman, I'm getting Councilman J.B. Smiley. Am I missing anybody? Okay, and we have our state congressman.
No, not state.
I mean, federal, I'm sorry, federal.
The other guys.
Federal, yes, federal, our federal Congressman Steve Cohen.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. And do I have some more?
NAACP president and the Democrats.
All right, we have Willie Simon here from the Shelby County Democratic Party. We have Liz Marable from UEA. We have Charlotte Field. Where are we? NAACP. We have two community representatives here. We have Memphis for All, Tequila Rucker. We have Rachel Spriggs from the Equity Alliance. We have Ladia Yates. We have, we got a lot of people. So I just want you all to recognize that we put out the call and here they are. This is the community. So thank you very much. We appreciate your partnership in supporting the students and the families of Memphis Shelby County Schools. I also want to thank the community partners, and particularly the teachers unions and the stakeholders who are here today on behalf of our students. Your presence is appreciated and sends a strong, strong message. It shows what happens when community comes together for its youth. Today we are introducing our local accountability and transformation plan. We will also bring forward a resolution sponsored by Board Member Sable-Ote to adopt this plan as our district's roadmap for accountability and improvement. Simply put, this plan offers a local solution for strengthening our schools while keeping leadership and decision-making here in Memphis and Shelby County. Our board believes in real improvement in public education comes from local accountability, strong leadership, and strong community partnerships. Over the past year, we have taken clear steps in that direction. We started out a year ago. I just want you to know the journey that we've taken. A year ago in January, we sat with a state representative and started fleshing out the bones of this plan. We then, in March, took that and incorporated it into our governance, accountability, and transparency resolution that was sponsored by Board Members Ote and Board Member Porter. From there, we've been doing the work. We've been working with the TSBA to strengthen our governance practices, and we've been working with the Council of Great City Schools. Strong systems start with strong governance, and we take that responsibility very, very seriously. Second, we took an important step to bring stability to district leadership. While serving as interim superintendent, the board asked Dr. Richmond to set a clear direction for the district, and he has done just that. Today, the district has an academic plan with clear goals for student learning, a facility strategy to guide long-term planning, strong internal controls for more stable operations, and the administration has also created a district scorecard so the board and the public can track progress. Given his demonstrated ability to steady the district and move the work forward, the board appointed him as permanent superintendent of the Memphis Shelby County Schools. That decision was based on the progress we are already, I said already, seeing. Our district has faced real challenges, but over the past year, we have begun to see stability, accountability, and forward movement under local leadership. And that progress belongs to this community. Progress seen we are now in our 4th year where we have seen substantial growth, resulting in earning a overall comprehensive composite TVOS score that is 2/3 higher than the districts in this state. So we're doing better than 2/3 of the districts in this state. Our ready graduate rate, ready graduate means that our graduates are ready to either take on a post-secondary career opportunity or a post-secondary college opportunity, and/or, let me put that and/or. That means that they've achieved either an ACT score of 21, or they have taken on some dual credit courses, dual enrollment. They have certificates so they can go directly into the workforce. And I need everyone to understand this, that in 2022, our ready graduate rate was 26.2 as opposed to 43.3 for statewide. Fast forward to 23-24. We have a ready graduate rate of 47.7% versus 53.1% for the rest of the state. So while we're increasing in double digits, the state is actually decreasing over time. Do the math. 2023-24, we had our A through C schools, the grading of our schools, we had 122 out of 199. Fast forward to 24-25, A through C schools, we have a 134 out of 200. We are increasing. We are doing the work. And in doing that work, we recognize when the forensic audit is complete, it will help us strengthen our systems and improve how the district operates. These actions show that progress is already underway. And that progress deserves full and fair consideration by policymakers and the public before any discussion of structural intervention takes place. The local accountability and transformation plan builds on the work that is already happening. It focuses on 4 priorities: strong governance and accountability, better academic outcomes for students, stable and transparent district operations, and a long-term plan for improving school facilities. Together, these priorities create a clear path forward for our district. The plan also proposes an intergovernmental transformation council. This group will bring together leaders from local government, educators, parents, students, and community partners. Its role is simple: to align priorities, review progress, and keep the public informed about how our schools are improving. Our community is asking for stronger oversight, greater transparency, and better results for our students. This plan responds to that call. But improving a school system does not happen in isolation. It requires partnership between educators, families, community leaders, local government, and businesses. And when Memphis and Shelby County work together for our children, there is no limit to what our schools can achieve. Again, our goal is simple: a school system where every student, no matter their zip code, has access to a high-quality education, where resources support student success, and where the community has confidence in the direction of its public schools. Because the future of Memphis Shelby County schools should be shaped by progress, partnership, and the shared commitment of the community we serve. Thank you. I think next we have School Board Member Sable Ortega.
Thank you. Great afternoon. Before I begin, I want to once more acknowledge those that are here today, because what you see here today, this is what it looks like when a community stands together for our students. Leaders from City Council, the Mayor's Office, County Commission, School Board, and community partners are standing side by side. We believe the future of our schools are shaped right here in Memphis, Shelby County. Today sends a clear message. When it comes to our children, our community will lead, collaborate, and move forward together. Today, I'm proud to introduce a resolution that adopts our local accountability transformation plan. As the official accountability blueprint for our district, this plan represents something very important: our community taking responsibility for the future of our schools. Across Memphis and Shelby County, we all share the same goal: ensuring that every child, regardless of zip code, has access to high-quality education and the opportunities that come with it. The Local Accountability and Transformation Plan is a comprehensive framework that focuses on 3 core priorities. That's academic growth and student achievement, operational excellence and transparency, strong partnerships with families, educators, and the community. Rather than waiting for outside solutions, this plan demonstrates that Memphis Shelby County is prepared to lead with its own transformation. Local leadership matters, local accountability matters, and most importantly, our students matter. By adopting this plan, our district's accountability blueprint, we are making a clear commitment to measurable progress, transparent reporting, real results for the students and families that we serve. This resolution sends a strong message. Our community believes in our schools. We believe in our educators. We believe in our students. This plan shows that Memphis is not waiting on outside solutions. Today, we are making it clear that Memphis is prepared to lead. Accountability and transformation plan is our blueprint to strengthen our schools, support our educators, and ensure every student has the opportunity to succeed. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call Chair Swearingen Washington forward. Thank you.
Thank you. When our governing bodies move with unity and purpose, we send a powerful message that the success of our children is not a partisan issue, but a shared civic priority. As chairwoman of the Memphis City Council, I remain committed to working collaboratively with our partners. Our role in local government is not to stand apart from one another, but to stand alongside one another, aligning our effort of shared responsibility, and that the decisions that we make move our children closer to opportunity.
There is a national scholar by the name of Brian Stevenson, and what he said was the only way you can appropriately address a problem is by being in close proximity with it. The areas of opportunity we have in our education system cannot be addressed by outsiders who don't know our community, who don't understand our school system, who understand the way that kids struggle sometimes when they go home. The answer to some of the issues we have is solved by the people you see here. It's solved by the families in Whitehaven. It's solved by the families in Boxtown. It's solved by the people who know our community best. So my presence here today is simply to say that not only does the Memphis City Council stand in solidarity with the educators, the teachers, the community partners, we stand in solidarity with every child who's saying our local leaders should lead. We have the solution to our most pressing issues collectively in Shelby County. We do not need a state takeover. What we need is more accountability. What we need is more faith in the people who do this work every single day. So I give my full support to the school board and to the superintendent of this school system to continue to put people, continue to put children in the best position possible.
Thank you. Commissioner McCall, no?
Thank you. We all know that supporting our children should not be a partisan issue. We can't run to our political corners when it talks about the well-being of our children. And so that's why we stand here understanding the need of a local plan, local accountability, and yes, that means holding each of us accountable when it comes to how we're going about educating our children. Again, it's very personal for me. My children are educated in this system right now, so I want the best possible outcomes for them. And quite frankly, we welcome collaboration. We should want that from all of us. It's going to take all of us, including partners at the state as well, but not takeovers, not intervention. What we need is support going forward. We need to make sure that we have these transparent conversations. We ask for that from a county commission standpoint, and we welcome it going forward. We're going to have a budget conversation coming up here in the next couple of weeks. Tough conversations, but that's what's needed. Tough conversations to move our district forward, to making sure we're ensuring the best outcome for all of our children, and we want everyone to stand with us as we go about that process. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Harris.
All right, so I want to thank the chairwoman and all the assembled dignitaries that are here for standing with the school system and their spirit of compromise and collaboration that they put forth with a intergovernmental council, and also pointing out some statistics which should give us all some comfort that they're doing the work and moving this district forward. I'm here in support of them, but I'm also here because I've got some grave concerns about what might happen if we don't adopt the plan that's put forward today with the spirit of collaboration that's been articulated. Without this effort, we're going to have the takeover legislation being advanced by Senator Taylor and others. Now, number one, if we don't do the collaborative plan you just heard about, and we're on the path that Brent Taylor has laid out, we have very little chance of advancing the ball with respect to our numbers in terms of reading and math proficiency. Remember right now, the idea on the table is authored by Brent Taylor. He's not only drafting the takeover legislation, he has said that he will play a role in selecting the members of the board that is set up to take over the Memphis schools. Thus, one of the people with the least contact with Memphis schools will decide governance and help select the decision makers. This smacks of hubris and is unlikely to help advance our goals regarding education in Memphis. In fact, when you think about Brent Taylor, he has no background in education or in teaching or school governance. Taylor is not qualified to create a new school authority or make any decisions about education and the direction of Memphis schools. Everyone who's ever eaten at a restaurant thinks they can open and run one. Now, we know that is not the case. Sadly, for all of us here, the stakes are even larger. Additionally, because of Taylor's lack of qualifications to create a school board authority or make any decisions related to Memphis schools, a Taylor-influenced board would likely be viewed by the public and important partner organizations and teachers and staff in Memphis as illegitimate. This means that if we don't come up with an alternative fast, important work would be stalled, potentially creating devastating consequences for Memphis schools, our state, or both. How would partner organizations like Shelby County government work in good conscience with a board like this, a board created without engaging the folks who work in our school system, and a board that is being set up apparently to seize the authority from those who were legitimately selected by our residents? Right now, for instance, Shelby County government has been working collaboratively with the superintendent and the school system on new school construction, spending millions of dollars on school building maintenance and new construction projects. The best example of that, of course, is Frazier High School, which once it's finished will be a new construction project that comes in to the tune of over $140 million. But does anyone believe that Shelby County government would work with a Taylor-influenced board in the same way? handing over millions of dollars to random people who Brent Taylor decided should be in charge. What's going to happen to funding for maintenance and construction projects if this happens? What's going to happen in the construction and maintenance projects for the other school systems, like Arlington and Bartlett and Collierville and Millington and Lakeland and Germantown, which depend on this relationship between Shelby County government and MSCS's current school board? Perhaps the state will step in and help fund school maintenance and construction. That is, if the Taylor Influence Board is approved by state officials, the question becomes, will the state step in and fund vital construction and maintenance projects for the Memphis-Shelby County school systems? And because the construction dollars for the Memphis-Shelby County school systems are also directly related to the dollars for Arlington, Bartlett, Collierville, Millington, Lakeland, and Germantown, the question is the state going to fund those projects as well? These are just a few of the issues that signal to me that disaster awaits if the Taylor Influence Board is installed with the power to run Memphis's schools. I think the approach today that you heard from the chairwoman is much better designed and thoughtful for this moment. It feels more poised for success as folks with actual experience with our school system have played a role in its crafting. It brings all the parties together without blowing up our entire school system and putting school maintenance and new school construction dollars at risk for Memphis and putting those dollars at risk for the suburban communities of Arlington, Bartlett, Collierville, Millington, Lakeland, and Germantown. Most importantly, it doesn't take away our residents' authority to play a role in our schools and largely hand that power to run our school system to an individual who might not be qualified to run a restaurant.
Thank you. Next, I would like to invite Liz Marable and Charlotte Field.
Good morning. My name is Liz Marable, President of the United Education Association, and I'm honored to speak to you today on behalf of educators in the Memphis-Shelby County schools. Let me be very clear. The people of Memphis and Shelby County, not the state, should be making the decisions that shape our local schools. The Local Accountability and Transformation Plan gives our community the opportunity to take responsibility for improving our schools while keeping local government intact. Educators know that lasting progress happens when students, parents, teachers, and community leaders work together, not when decisions are imposed from outside of our very own communities, the communities that we pay tax dollars in. This plan focuses on what matters most: clear accountability, transparency in how resources are used, strong academic supports for students, and honest engagement with families and the public. When everyone has a voice at the table and data is shared openly, we can continue to solve problems instead of shifting blame. Educators are ready. We're always ready in this district to do our part. Every day in our classrooms, we are focused on improving instruction, supporting students, and closing opportunity gaps for the children in this school district. But real, lasting change requires all of us, everyone up here working together: educators, district leadership, the Memphis City Council, the Shelby County Commission, and our city and county mayors, and the many experts and partners across Shelby County who can provide the knowledge and resources our schools need. Memphis educators want our schools to succeed because our students deserve nothing less. Supporting this plan means protecting local voice, strengthening transparency, and committing to the hard work of improving together. These are our schools. This is our community, and together we will continue to build the future for our students. I invite you to come into our schools and see the amazing work that I've seen this year in 112 school visits. Report on the amazing things that our children are doing every single day, and the incredible work and the dedication of all the educators of Memphis and Shelby County schools. Last but not least, do not tolerate from anybody at any level the name calling, the abusive words that we would not even allow in our own classrooms. We should not allow that from Mr. Taylor either. Thank you.
I'd like to invite Rachel Spriggs and Tequila Rucker.
Good morning. My name is Tequila Rucker, and I'm with Memphis for All. We're here today to stand in opposition of the state takeover of the Memphis Shelby County schools. Over the past year, Memphis for All, STAND, and the Equity Alliance have been working in collaboration with the district, the board, to host community listening sessions across the city to hear what the parents in the community want for their schools and for the students. And what is clear is that they want accountability, they want transparency, and they want progress for the students, and they want that in a way where they can be a part of the decision-making process. As a former educator within the Shelby County school system, as well as an advocate for educational equity, I understand that there are real challenges that we face here within our district around just the different things that's happening, but we are in a better position now to make the progress that our students in our district need. And so we stand in solidarity of the local accountability and transformational plan, because we know that this plan will be significant in shifting us into the right trajectory. And this approach moves us closer toward co-governance where the district, elected leaders, educators, and community partners work together to strengthen accountability and improve outcomes for the students. And this is what you see here today. The district stands alongside city, county, community leaders, educators, to agree on we're standing together. This is what co-governance look like. It looks like us coming together, working together to figure it out, even though we don't always agree or get along. But today, one thing is clear: when it comes to our students, they're worth us coming together, putting our differences aside, and standing in solidarity, and that's what we're here to do today.
Hello, my name is Rachel Spriggs, and I am the Director of Power Building for the Equity Alliance, where we are supporting community members across the city, and we've had the opportunity, like Tequila was saying, to speak to numerous families, to speak to students, to speak to stakeholders. And one thing that is for certain, the question has never been whether change is needed. The question is whether that change will happen with the community or to the community. But today we acknowledge something important. Our local leaders are not sitting back and allowing decisions to be made for us. They are stepping forward and putting solutions on the table today. For months now, we have been asked the same question over and over again. If you oppose a state takeover for our schools, then what is the alternative? Well, today, we are here to answer that question precisely. First, let's be honest about the facts. And you've heard a lot of the statistics, you've heard a lot of the data. We know that across the country, there is very little evidence that state takeovers of local school systems actually improve student outcomes. What we have seen instead are years of disruption, loss of community voice, and decisions made far away from families and students who are most impacted. So today we stand here together to say we oppose a state takeover of Shelby County schools. But we are not here simply to say that. We are against what we are against. We are here to talk about what we are for. The local accountability and transformation plan being discussed today provides a framework to begin addressing exactly what our community has been asking for. It is not the final answer. We are not saying what we're presenting today is perfect, but it is a starting point rooted in voices of the people who live here. Seeing the district standing here today alongside city and county leaders represents something very important, a level of alignment and collaboration that we have not always seen in the past. But let me be clear, announcements alone will not transform schools, y'all. Press conferences alone will not transform schools. If we are serious about doing right by our children, then we must commit to continued engagement, which this is the start of. And this is what we're doing and saying we're going to continue to do. Coordination and transparency is what we're committing to moving forward. And that accountability does not only belong to elected officials, it belongs to all of us. Yes. And if state leaders are truly serious about supporting Memphis and Shelby County, then the path forward should be clear. Come to the table. Work with this community. Help us build solutions that maintain local control and center the voices of the people closest to these issues. Because the future of our children and the future of this city deserves nothing less.
Board Chair, if there are no other speakers.
Well, we have one other.
We're gonna bring,
One more.
we have one more speaker. We're gonna have Congressman Cohen give a statement.
Board Chair, following this one, we'll open up for Q&A with the media. I think some of our guests want to sit. I hear knees popping. We want to get a minute out quick as possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm proud to be here with these other leaders in our county and our city. This is an important issue, but one thing that overrides the issue entirely is the fact that Brent Taylor wants to take Shelby County, and he said this, and I found it a bit alarming because I didn't see how it could ever happen. He said, we have a sweep, and we're going to make Shelby County part of the Republican sweep of the state. And I thought, there's no way they're going to make District 9 Republican. But with the Supreme Court decision coming up this spring on the Voting Rights Act in Section 2, which if they say it's unconstitutional because it discriminates against white people, let's listen. That's something John Lewis got done, Martin Luther King, and Lyndon Johnson in the 60s. It was to let black people vote, give everybody an opportunity to elect the leader of their choice. And when there's an opportunity to create a black district, a minority district, it must be done so the minority population gets to choose the person of their choosing. To change that and turn it around to say it discriminates against white people is hooey. But that's what they're doing. They're going to, if that happens, I imagine the Tennessee General Assembly will destroy District 9, just like they did in Nashville with Jim Cooper's district that had always been a district representing Nashville, and have Nashville split up into 3 districts as it is, as a tail to 3 Republican rural districts, suburban districts. They will do the same thing in Shelby County, and this is part of the same, part of that same plan to take over the schools here. Government closest to the people is always the best government. And with schools where your kids are involved and you go to schools and you want to talk to the teachers and the principals and the school board members, you can do it. If the state takes over, you're going to have to drive out to East Memphis or Germantown to talk to your school board members, because that's where they're all going to come from. Or if they're not from there, they will answer to those people. This is a disturbing political movement in our state to take over Memphis. And that's what it's about. It's about taking over Memphis. They're not thinking about it anywhere else. But you'll see it here. So anyway, I stand strongly for local leadership and to keep the state of Tennessee, the city of Nashville, and the government, which I served in for many years, out of the Shelby County school system. Keep local people in power. Thank you very much.
Before we begin, I just want to reiterate my gratefulness and thankfulness for this array of leadership and community. We cannot do this alone. We have to do this in connection, in collaboration, and we have to do it together. So I want to say thank you to everyone who came. Thank you to my fellow board members. Thank you to community leaders. Thank you to our elected officials. And again, thank you for supporting this work that we have to do here, and we have to do it together. And I want to say one last thing, that actions speak louder than words, and we're about to get to action. Thank you.